This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew.
What's up, everybody? It's been a while. It has been a while since I've done one of these. It's been a long, hot minute since we've done a haul video. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Was going to record this, but I thought about it and said, you know what? Let's do it live. We hadn't done one live in quite a bit. So for all who don't know, I attended this year's Heroes Con for the first time. Had an absolute blast. Been talking about it with Hialeah, Stone Cold Steve, Macedon this past Sunday on Silver 8 Sunday. We talked about it on our channel on Saturday night. An experience that every collector should get a chance to do. You know, go visit Heroes Con next year. Charlotte, hands down, best comic book convention in the land, as far as I'm concerned. So I've got a ton of good stuff, man. I've got a majority Golden Age. I've got a few moderns in here. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this haul video, y'all. While you're in here, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Share this with your peeps. We'll have some doozies come through tonight. Also gonna have a part 2 of this. I've got 4 books that are sitting at CGC right now. When I realized it was gonna take a little bit longer, I was gonna try to kind of wait to do it then, but it's gonna take longer for them to get here. So I said, you know what, we'll go ahead and get what we got out of the way. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. How's everybody doing, man? Chat's quiet tonight, man. Chat's quiet tonight. Normally it's popping. Signature King in the building. How are you doing, brother? All right. First book. Shout out to brother Rico, if you're watching. If you watched our Black History special, which you should with Black Key Comics, that's one of the most watched episodes here. This book was on there, and I decided to pick it up at the show. This is Black Man #1, 1981. The very, very, very expensive book, but I got it for a good price. Shout out to the main man Harley Yee for coming through. If you know, you know. So I've got some stuff mixed in here, so we're gonna go with what I got already lined up. I didn't even put them in order. Next up, we have House of Mystery. I'm gonna move my mic down, so let me know if y'all can still hear me good. House of Mystery #34. This is a tough to find issue. This is a very tough. I asked a couple of vendors at the show. I said, well, when's the last time you seen this book? One guy said he's never seen it, been in the business for a while. Another guy said he's seen it once. And a couple other people said they had not seen it at all. It's the reason why this is a rare book. This is very tough to find. All right. Oh yeah, Sig. It was in really, really good condition, man. I you know, if I had to grade this, put on my graders hat, I would probably say maybe a 4.5, possible 5, depending on who's grade. Really good condition, man. Really, really good condition for his age. Yeah, I'd have to say about a 5 personally. We'll find out soon because it's definitely going in the pile to get graded. Next up, we have Crown Comics #12. We have Crown Comics #10. I just love that cover. Yeah, here's another cover I love from that run. This is a Crown Comics 14. This is probably one of the hardest issues to find in the run. And they would get this here, man. I think in the girl, this is a 7. So it kind of gives you an idea how tough it is. But hey, man, y'all know I love good girl art. This was just a solid cover here, so I decided to pick that up. And I got all of these Crown Comics for like really good prices, man. #9 is another one. So this next book is a book that I was on Macari a long time ago. We're talking probably about 2 years ago now. And I had this book in my cart. And for some odd reason, I don't know why I didn't go ahead and buy the book. But it was in there for like an astronomically low price. So I decided I'd go back and finally get the book, and then somebody beat me to it. So I thought that was a one that slipped by me. Did some research, found out that the book is actually pretty rare. Was at the show, digging in them long boxes. Found a copy. Vic Flint. I think this is #1. Yep, #1. It's a little roughed up, man, but this is a tough one to come by. I was just glad to get it, man, and finally grab it. So All right, this is one that came in the mail recently. This is Vampirella, the Second Coming, #2. First Black Vampirella. Shout out to Black Key Comics for that piece of game. This one came from the show. Dragon's Lair #1. This is a book that I was looking at getting it a while back, and I'm glad I held off, man. I ended up getting this book for a really good price. Got it. Hey, man, I have learned how to exercise caution. Little kids, Calvin. This is my third copy of this book. Every time I see it, I pick it up. This is a book that kind of goes under the radar. It pops up every once in a while on eBay, and when it does, it usually asks for a decent piece of change. But this is one, if you see this out and about, grab it. Any other run. Sabrina, Teenage Witch. Shout out to Anthony's Comics at Heroes Con for letting your boy get this for $25. I've already got a copy of this. This is my second copy, but this is much better than the copy that I already have. So I was glad to have this one added to the collection. This will be going off to get graded. Sabrina #4. This is one that was came in the mail as well. Shout out to Puff Comics 83, Sean, with the Archie Pep issue 366. I call this the Bo Derek just because of the Bo Derek cover, just because of the hair on here. So like that cover, man. Yep, and it's Dan DeCarlo too. All right, so this is almost kind of like a precursor coming up to what you get ready to see. This is Fight Comics #78. End up getting this book, man, for a whopping $20. Said it was a little bit of retouching on here. I didn't give a damn. I saw $20 for this cover. I was like, yep, this is one of my sought after covers for Fight Comics. So glad to have that, man, added to the collection. All right, so that's all of the raw books, and now we're going to get into the heavy hitters. One of the things that I take away from Heroes Con is just the ability to find books that normally you would pay a king's ransom for online. People have these books at the shows. They're ready to sell. They're ready to make deals. And at Heroes Con, I mean, it was just, they were wheeling and dealing, man. And I was wheeling and dealing. And so I got some great deals on a lot of these books that I'm about to show you. Let's get right down to it, man. Fight Comics #74. Absolute beautiful cover. The colors are popping on this, man. And just absolutely loved it, man. When I saw the cover, it just was sticking right at me when I saw it, man. It was quite amazing, you know. And we don't turn down 5.5, especially at good prices. So glad to add this one to the collection. Fight Comics 6.5. Excuse me. Fight Comics 50. I'm sorry. 6.5, man. Beautiful cover, man. Beautiful cover, man. These books, I'll say this about Heroes Con too, man. The books that were on display were presented so well. They're just an absolute gorgeous book. When I saw it, I was just like, yeah, this is just a cover, man. And those colors, the way those colors pop on some of these Golden Age books are just absolutely amazing, you know. Absolutely amazing stuff. Wings 91. Another cover. It's a 1.5, but it presents so good, man. And that's, I'm not a great snob when it comes to these books. I just love buying this classic stuff, man. Shaq Daddy, what's going on? Chef, what's going on, fellas? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, brother? Hey, Shaq, got some books now, man. Got some books. Got some books. I have been holding out for a while, man. Next up, y'all know I love my girl, Nellie the Nurse, number 10. This is another book I've been looking for a while. And it can be pricey, and it's hard to find it in really good condition. Like I said before, book presents really, really well. So one thing I can say about this show, they got good looking books. And glad to have this one and add it to the collection. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to add this one to the stash as well. Lucky number 5. Now, this was probably one of my steals of the show. His brother had this in a box for $200. I didn't even hesitate. I just picked it up, grabbed it, and gave it to him. And I just immediately knew, but just by the cover, I said, "Yep, this is probably one that's you don't see too often." Asked a couple of vendors, "Hey man, last time you seen this?" One dude said, "I've never seen it." Another guy said he hadn't seen it. One guy said he hadn't seen it in 32 years, and he was an old guy, good friend of mine too. So I mean, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. So I was glad to get this man for that price and 2.0. We don't care. No great snobs. No great snobs for me in Golden Age. I was watching a video today, man. This cat had a chance to get this cat had a chance to get some Schomburg for $50 and turned it down. I was just like, bro, that's rough, man. Bro, I don't know if you saw the show this past weekend. Well, let me tell you, Shaq Daddy, I was this close to getting Chamber of Chills, man. I had it in my hand. And I didn't get it, man. So I'm biding my time. I'm gonna hold off and see if I can grab one next year. But I almost had it, man. I didn't want to blow everything I had on one book. But this I'm gonna tell you, man, Heroes Con has taught me to save my money. Save my money. I had it in my hand, brother. I had witnesses. They saw it. And I said, man, I couldn't blow it all, man. I'm actually glad I didn't, because I actually ended up getting 4 books. That one is one massive book, a massive book. And so I was glad I was able to catch it at the price that I did. So, sometimes you just have to kind of hold it, and then you'll find that's the way Heroes Con is, man. It's just like you could walk away from a book like that and walk right into something that not better, but that's right there on par with it for a better price. It's crazy how Heroes Con works, man. It's great, man. Remo in the building. Remo, what's up, my boy? What's up? We got to get you there next year, man. Got to get you there, man. Got to get you there. Another book that I was glad to get, man. Maurice Whitman. This is Ghost Comics number 2. Shout out to Comic Collector Geek. we both got him. He got his, and I was telling him, I was like, I'm gonna try to get that book. And bang, there we go. So I was glad to finally get this off of the list, because this one can be very pricey, and I was able to catch it for a decent price. So glad to have it, man. One of my favorite good girl horror covers too. Love it, man. I did pick up a modern book. One that I had been wanting to get for a while. I just refused to pay what some of the astronomical prices that people were asking for. And you see this book, and I've seen it for 100, 120, 150, just depending on where you go. But this is a classic example. Like I said, at Heroes Con, you're able to get books that normally, you go to like the local LCS or one of your smaller ones, and they want a King's Ransom. But I picked up Superman Adventures #5, the first appearance of Livewire. So this is one that I had been wanting to get for quite a while. Like I said, I refused to pay what people were asking for it at the time, and I just bided my time and was able to pick it up, man. So I was glad to finally get that. Now this book here I've actually got 2 copies of this. One is actually sitting in my living room now to get graded, and I saw this one at the show for little or nothing, so I picked it up as well. This is Sugar Bowl #4, and like I said, this is my second copy of this. I've only seen 2 copies, and it's the 2 that I've got. And the guy who sold me this said he ended up getting it. He actually got this at the show, and it worked in my favor. It worked in my favor because a lot of these books like this, man, people will go online and they'll go try to look for the price. But when there's no sales data, because the book, nobody's seen the book, it works in your favor. So they'll price it somewhere that's, something that you can afford. And that's what happened with this. It was priced to where I could put my hands on it. So I just went ahead and grabbed it and took it with me, man. So like I said, this is my second copy of this. And the other copy is still gonna get graded. So this one came back a 4. This one was a 4. When I saw this and I said, if this was a 4, then mine will probably be maybe a 4.5 or a 5. So we'll see. But glad to have this one and add it to the collection. I love finding rare Golden Age stuff, man. All right, next up, this is one of the heavy hitters of the night. This was a book. I saw this book. It's low grade, but it just presents so good, man. The colors just go just like that, man. Been wanting to add one of these to the collection, and finally glad to have one of these out of this run in this collection without having to bust my gut. We have Startling Comics #46. This is Hal Sherman artwork. You got everything going on here. You got woman dressed in red. You got bondage. You got skull. You got blue. You got popping colors. You got yellow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. Glad to have it in the collection. Shout out to the brother Hialeah in the building. Shout out to the brother Hialeah in the building. One time for Hialeah, y'all. One time, just because he is in the building. Let's hook him up right quick.
This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew.
Hialeah in the building. All right. Next up, another book that I was excited to get my hands on. You all know I love Matt Baker. If you follow the Comic Hall Crew, me and Rico, we love Matt Baker. So anytime I can get my hands on Matt Baker, I am definitely going to get me some Matt Baker, and that's what I did here at this show. I've got Authentic Police Cases #29. And just beautiful, beautiful colors, man. These Golden Age books, man, the artwork, man, it's just top notch, man. You could tell people were drawing for a check, man. They were trying to get that bag back in the day, man. They just look so good, man. So I was glad to have this one. I've got another one that's getting ready to get sent off, and not this one, but another out of the run. Probably the most popular one, and I'm looking forward to getting that graded soon. But I'm glad to have this one added to the collection. So, y'all, we rounding down, y'all. We rounding down, believe it or not. Next up, like I said, I'm not a grade snob, man. I go to these shows, if it's affordable and it's golden age and it's slabbed already, that just saves. I just look at it this way. I call it a convenience fee. So I just pay the convenience fee. We have Rusty number 15. Centerfold missing. Does not affect story. Tell you what, doesn't affect the cover at all. So win, man. Win. Would you believe I actually picked this up for $50? I was like, man, please get out of town. So you know what? Guess he probably been sitting on it for a while and couldn't move it. Like, you know what? I'll take it. $50, 0.5. Who cares? Beautiful cover. G-Man, if you're watching, redhead in the building. All right, so next up, the next three books are probably some of my favorites, man. I have, some books I've seen. Preface this, man. Some of these books I've seen other people online have them. I've seen them at shows, but they're normally just way out of my reach, man. So, Heroes, they had them, man. They were within my reach. Like we've been telling you all, you can go to this thing and there are books that are within your reach that you can get. And you can make good deals, man. And this happened to be the case with these next three books. One I found at a good price, and the other two I got at a really good deal. And these are the three final books on this haul tonight. And I mean, they're just beautiful. I mean, the grades don't. When I say the grades don't reflect how good the books look, I mean that in all sincerity. All right, here we go. We've got Planet Comics number 59. I mean, 3.0, man. I mean, look at that, Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. So, just glad to add this one to the stash. What's up, Shan, man? I see you. I see you, man. So this next one is one that I actually, I collect so much of this shit. Sometimes I don't even know I got it. I actually was going through the box that I'm ready to send off to be graded. And I actually have this one. Didn't know it. I guess I didn't catalog it in my CLZ. But either way, this one is actually in better shape than the one that I've got in there. So I picked this one up. Hialeah. Matter of fact, Hialeah was with me when I got it. And this one is Planet Comics 57. And it's just, man, this Matt Baker, man, at his finest. This beautiful cover. And I mean, it's just, I think Doolin drew this cover if I'm not mistaken, but Matt Baker has artwork in the book. So was glad to be able to get this one and add it to the collection. This, like I said, this is my second copy, so one is already graded. So I'm glad, man. Glad to have this. Larry, what's going on, brother? And we're at the last book, y'all. The last book. This was one that I had seen. The only place I've seen it was on CBSI, and it was a couple years ago when it sold. And when I saw it at the show, I immediately grabbed it. It was a case of, like, certain books at the show, man, I would just grab the book and wouldn't even think about it, I just go, bang, just like that, And that's what a lot of the case is. Like on that Friday, you have to get what you want and then circle back on Saturday and just kind of look around and peruse. See if you can find anything that you missed. And that's what I did. And so I got this book here. This is Planet Comics number 41. And this is Joe Doolin as well. And just love my golden age books, man. And so I was glad to add some Planet Comics to the stash. And this is it, man. 2.5, like I said, it presents really good, man. And that's what matters to me. When I buy these books, low grade, as long as the cover presents well, I'm good, So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed technically this is part 1 of this Heroes Con haul. I can't stress to you enough. Make sure you go to Heroes Con next year if you can. Just it's an experience. It's an experience. So like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you tell a friend about the Comic Haul crew. Make sure you check out our last 2 shows. They've been barn burners. And also make sure that you will follow us on Instagram, Comic Haul Crew. Shaq Daddy, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, my man. Glad you enjoyed that, man. Once again, Larry, good to see you, my man. Shan Man. And make sure you check us out, man. Hope that you enjoyed this. If you're late to the party, hit the rewind. Check out what you missed. I'm Matt from the Comic Haul Crew. And I am out. Peace.